Hello, happy Thursday to you. Welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Thank you for joining me for another one of my Bitcoin price action analysis videos. Hope you've had a great day. Let's get on with the price action. There's not a lot different, say, today. So it'll be a nice snappy video, and then you can go about doing whatever you're doing before you clicked on this. So there's today's candle. Pretty unremarkable. It's red. It's very small and doesn't really change anything. There we are, end of analysis. Have a nice evening. Only joking, of course. There's 3 hours to go before this candle closes, and it's no great shakes. It's pretty much going to close very similar to where yesterday's nice green candle closed, in and around that 95,000 mark, which I was suspicious of yesterday. That today was going to be a bit of a low volatility day. It seems to have transpired like that, and indeed, I think probably tomorrow will be as well. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does put in a bit of a rally tomorrow, back up towards the high 90s. I'll just be very surprised if it goes and breaks the six figures and gets to an all-time new high. And a new all-time high. I always mix those words up. Tomorrow, I just don't get a feeling it is. Doesn't mean it's not going to. It's just a bit of a feeling based on the price action really over the last really for the last 2 weeks really. There's not been any great shakes in price action for the last 2 weeks. Of course, it's been upside, but it's not been super volatile. Okay, so that's the daily time frame. You can see important with regards to the Bollinger Band is that Bitcoin remains above the midpoint, which is coming in at basically 91,000. That will slowly edge its way up. But effectively, it's been, slightly sideways and down, which is a typical move associated with declining volatility and narrowing of the Bollinger Bands following a volatile move. So all pretty standard, really, no great shakes. You can see that it will need a fair boost to the upside, 98.5 indeed, to turn the MACD, my predefined momentum, back green. So fair distance away from that. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, maybe not. So have a look at a 4 hour. So you can see the 4 hour, wow, how boring in the last, I don't know, day and a half really, literally sideways and just a bit down. Again, above the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. That is, however, of course it's 20 SMA, is pointed down, but not steeply. And so this is it's really a bit of a range play, sort of consolidation without any change in trend. There certainly is a change in trend on the very low time frames, but not the ones that I look at, which are the fairly low, 4 hours fairly low, not quite so low daily, and then weekly, but I'll check in on that tomorrow when CME will be closing its weekly candle. Well, you can see over the last few hours, after the last 24 and a bit hours, say 30 hours, these 4 hour candles here, even though they've been consolidating sideways and down, the MACD has been coming up. So momentum's been improving, if you like, and it's very close to crossing the zero line now. It's only going to take a $1,500 move to the upside, which would take Bitcoin, back up around here really, to then shift momentum on the 4 hour back to the upside. I think that's what needs to happen first and then another volatile move. You can see the volatility is cooling off on the 4 hour, and when volatility cools off, you need to be vigilant. So what follows a cooling off of volatility is of course an expansion of volatility. And if you're mindful of which side of the midpoint of the Bollinger Band price is on, when that expansion occurs, which is not now, when the expansion occurs, if it's above midpoint and volatility is expanding, then there'll be a move to the upside. If it's below the midpoint and volatility expands, it'll be to the downside. So I'm not a betting man in any way, shape, or form. If I was, however, with the price being above the midpoint in the Bollinger Band here, 4 hour momentum contracting, I would suggest that the next meaningful move is indeed to the upside. And as I said, If it's going to happen this week, probably tomorrow, but I would expect it to get some resistance back up around the high 90s. But that's an expectation, and you can take that with a massive, massive pinch of salt. Okay, I think that'll do for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If so, please like and subscribe. Drop me a comment, join me on Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for Friday, which will be CME's weekly closure. Will it be above 95, but below 100? Probably. Take care. See you tomorrow.